I want to ask an important, a very important question. Has the war ended? They said no victor, no vanquish. That's what they told us. These guys started scamming us since the 90s. No victor, no vanquish. Has the war ended? Has the Nigerian Biafran civil war ended? I know that there was a country, and that country is Biafra. They fought a war. According to the reports, it was for 3 years. And these 3 years, casualties on the Biafran side, 3 million. Food starvation. Everybody, the gang up was both the Britain, the United States, every other well-meaning country that were interested in the oil in Biafra land joined Nigeria to cause the mayhem, to cause the havoc, to carry out genocide on the Biafrans. That war that they said no victor, no vanquish, with the reintegration, reconciliation, and reconstruction, whatever the 3 hours, has the war ended? That's my question. If you're watching this broadcast, I want you to help me answer. Our brothers from the Southwest, if you're watching this broadcast, please help me answer. Has the war ended? Have the Igbos been rehabilitated into the society, the Nigerian society? Has there been any true, sincere reconciliation? Let's tell ourselves the truth. Because since having given birth to, these guys have been lying to us over and over again. Let me even give my answer. The war has not ended. You can see what the Nigerian state is doing to the Igbo people till date. Every other person can confirm it. The hatred, the reasons why they wanted the Igbos out of government is because of envy, jealousy, and hatred. So there's a gang up by the north and south to make sure that the Igbos don't get to power. So the war has not ended. Then somebody that comes out to tell me because he wants to be president to forgive a particular criminal that killed my people, over 3 million. It is not my fault that I'm Igbo. God made me so. God put me in the southeast. So I need to stand up and fight for my people. If you're angry that I'm fighting for my people, please look the other way. I'm interested in the soul of the southeast. Being that as it may, we have established the fact that no forgiveness for Gowon and whoever. Obasanjo might be forgiven because he was taking directions. Buhari might be forgiven because he was taking directions. But the Oga Patapata of them all is Gowon. He is the head of state. He was the one that was giving directions. He should not come out and give us excuses that he was advised wrongfully by whether Oba of Bini. I don't know. That one does not concern me. He is the head of state, and he deliberately, whether he's playing a script of the colonial masters or whether he's playing whatever script he's playing, he carried out the genocide on the Igbo people, and it cannot be forgiven. Peter Obi can go and forgive him, but we don't forgive such atrocities. There must be a sacrifice. Just take a look at it. Till today, they were leaders at their younger age. I believe he was head of state at whether 34 or 33 years. He was head of state, Nigeria's head of state. How many 33-year-olds in Nigeria today can ascend to any positions? They held on to power then, and they are still holding on to power till now. When you look at the people at the corridor of power, they were the actors in the Civil War. Look at Danjuma, look at Obasanjo, look at Babangida, Absalam Abubakar, look at Buhari, look at Gowon. They are still holding on to power till today. They have refused to allow the young people breathe. Young people cannot become leaders of their generation because of these men. So what kind of people are these guys? You are calling them heroes or what? What are you calling them heroes for? The people that made sure that we did not get free education. These guys got everything free. Even jobs were waiting for them at the door of their class of their classroom. Jobs, people were coming, bringing jobs to them. They got almost everything free. They refused to relinquish power to the young people. They held the young people, put them in bondage. Still, they are not satisfied with putting Nigerians in That's why I said that I prefer to be a proud IPOB brainwashed boy than to be a daft Nigerian. Our country of today, look at the country of today. The same people are in the corridor of power. Look everywhere. Tinubu is trying as much as he can to fight off this everybody. Look at Lagbaja, the chief of staff. What is happening? The APC government, in a way, is winning the banditry war and making sure that North is paying. These guys have a way to manipulate and put you out of office. What is happening to Lagbaja today? These generals are the evil that we have in our generation. They all must leave and go and meet God so that we can have peace of mind and we can breathe. We should forget about Gowon now. I'm not saying forget or forgive. Our focus should not be on Gowon. Our focus should be on how we can repair the damage that Gowon and his likes have caused people in this country. Whether you are Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba, we all have a common enemy, and the enemies are these people that you see them as cabals. Imagine, you have been in power since in the 1960s, and you refuse to leave that power, to the extent that an Obasanjo that was head of state reformed himself to become a civilian. Buhari that was head of state, those that destroyed the country, reformed himself to become a civilian. And they are the ones still ruling us. Till date, some people were born when they were head of state. Now, they are even fathers and almost grandfathers. You lie to people that the Nigerian youths are the leaders of tomorrow, but yet you refuse to leave that power. And because of your leadership, Nigeria as a country has been destroyed. And you continue want to stay and destroy. None of these guys, don't even come out and tell us that these guys are heroes, blah blah blah. These guys are the weapon fashioned against the Nigerian state. They are the weapons fashioned against the Nigerian people. Southeasterners, plan on how you can fix the region that Gowon damaged. That is our focus. We should not focus on non-entities. We know that Gowon is a non-entity as far as I'm concerned when it comes to the history of Nigeria. These are non-entities. Because during Gowon's time, we had oil boom. We had enough money to position ourselves as one of the world powers. Go and read history, study history. During Gowon's time, Nigeria was as powerful as to position itself, even build nuclear warhead, nuclear plant, to become a nuclear country that is formidable. But yet, he threw that all away in buying Rolls Royce, parties, all sort of irrelevant things. Gowon destroyed the chance Nigeria as a country then had to become great, and allowed these CIA agents to infiltrate our system and started controlling us. These guys had the opportunity to position Nigerians. They failed at it, and they still never wanted to leave that power. They still held on to it. You see going about smiling, pray for Nigeria. At 90, these guys don't want to leave Nigeria after destroying the destinies, after killing, after genocide. They still continue to destroy the genesis of the destinies of millions of Nigeria. The sins that Gowon committed with the Biafran people is not compared to the sins that Gowon and his likes have committed on the Nigerian people. You are not intelligent enough to see these things. I don't know how to explain this to you. I don't know how to bring it to your notice that the atrocities that Gowon and his likes have committed on the Nigerian people. You don't even have to be blaming Igbos for not forgiving Gowon. They are willing, if God gives them life, if they have more time to live, they are willing to commit more atrocities on the Nigerian people. They care not about you. They care not about where, I don't know whether you exist or not. Now let's address this. Gowon said that there wouldn't have been a Nigerian Biafran war if the Southeast were not planning to succeed from Nigeria, we know that that is lie. Big lie, lie from the pit of hell. The reasons why you give us 20 pounds. You lied to us that no victor, no vanquish. You lied to us that rehabilitation, reconciliation, and whatever, 3 hours. At the end of the day, these things were all lies. These old men started lying to us from the get-go. We believe these guys, we believe their lies. That's why they have the temerity to perpetrate the evil they have on us. Gowon is a personal non grata as we speak. But let's not focus on him. Let's not even focus on P2B. Let's focus on how we can rebuild the Southeast. That is where it is much more important for us. I am going to start doing a series on history so that we can correct the evil, the lies that these guys, the propaganda, the manipulations that these guys has put for us. One of which is Gowon was the mastermind that fought against regionalism, not atrocities. I don't know how you want to see it. You know, when something has been said for a very long time, it becomes the truth. You repeat something. Some people, they lie to themselves to the extent that that lie, they lie to themselves because it is repeated. It has been done repeatedly. It becomes the truth. Gowon was the mastermind of abolishing regionalism, not atrocities. For those that can read. We'll be doing a history series whereby we outline some of these things that are obvious, but we cannot see them. The truths that are obvious, but we cannot see them. When you look at the Oputa panel, Gowon had the opportunity to come out clean, put the record straight, but he refused. He went about saying praying and praying. You are praying for who? You know that Nigerians are daft. That's why you are going out deceiving them. You are praying. With all your prayers, where is Nigeria today? I've been asking this question. Has the war ended, my brothers? You can see what the Igbos are going through in Nigeria today. That's why they want out. Has the war ended? Mr. Gowon, Mr. Buhari, Mr. Obasanjo. Has the war ended? Ojukwu is no more. Has the war ended? You killed Biafran legends that were in the high. You see, the Biafrans took over government. You had technocrats. You had elite Igbo men that their lives were cut short by savages in the north. Elite Igbo men. People that we could draw a lot of experience from. A lot of expertise from. They held them in the north and they slaughtered them. Some of them that were in the southeast, as coincidence, were not so slaughtered. But one of our finest, bravest, and elite Igbo men have been martyred by savages in the north. That one is one that pains me a lot. You know what it means to have an Igbo that is exposed, that is experienced, that is well-read, that is educated. This man looks like a demigod. You rarely have such people, but when you have them, they are in their best, called ghosts. They are gods. Gods. Have you seen an intelligent, exposed, experienced, well-traveled Igbo man? Have you seen any around you? You'll be shocked at the kind of people they are. They are being worshipped. These are the people that the North targeted, and they started killing them one by one. That is what pained me. Not even the 3 million people that were killed as a result of hunger. That is what war causes, we know. And the lies. The Southwest media propagated, and they are still doing it now. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. When they wanted to start giving voters card, they deprived millions of youths in the southeast from getting their voters card. Delay upon delay upon delay. While in the north, they took the voters card to their homes. When you want to vie for a position anywhere, you have an Igbo name. There's a tendency with your qualification that will be relegated. If not, there's an exceptional thing that happens. It must be exceptional. And God must be by your side to the extent that a miracle happens. While other tribes just get free, just stroll in and get juicy jobs at the ministries, federal ministries. But an Igbo man is always curtailed. They don't want an Igbo man to ascend that height that he ascended in the First Republic, whereby Igbo controlled. Even Igbo women were unwilling to date any other tribe. They looked at them as other people had low status. Igbos were at the top then. Their status, like I said, an Igbo man that is read, that is educated, that is experienced, that is well traveled, is like a demigod. I see them as a demigod. These guys are intelligent. These guys, I'm not saying just Igbo, there are other people. When you look at Jajawanchuku then, look at how they exhumed themselves, how they carried out their responsibilities, their activities, what they did. You come to understanding that the envy no be today, and it's still going on till tomorrow. It is still going on till tomorrow, and nobody's willing to stop it. That's why we are saying we want out. We want out. Let us face our challenges as Igbo people. We have stupid leaders, we know. We have cowards as leaders, we know. We have, I think these leaders are the creation of the Nigerian state, creation of the Fulani. Fulani wants to make stupid, coward leaders from the southeast relevant. The ones that will not bow to them, they will find a way, fight and make sure they are not relevant. Leaders that are licking the ass of other politicians that are their counterparts. You go to the house, a human being like you is on the other side because he's a northerner. You are afraid because of your greed. You are not people orientated. You are an ass licker from the get-go. You are not interested in the welfare of people, just yourself. That makes you become afraid to speak the truth, stand for the truth and what you believe in. Defend yourself as an Igbo man. On your feet, you defend yourself on your feet, whether it is life or death. These Igbo leaders cannot do such. That's what the people be. You are afraid of what? Are you playing Kalo here? Because of presidency, you want to deny, you want to throw your people under the bus. Well, you are speaking for yourself. If it affects your political career, it is you. Nigeria will never get to the promised land for the atrocities that it has committed on the Igbo people. We have repeated this over and over again, and will continue repeating it till thy kingdom come. So that the earth, the heavens and the earth will bear witness that the souls of the 3 million people that died during Biafra's civil war, they are crying. And eventually, when Gowon goes to the grave, he will be tortured by those souls. May God not receive his soul. I don't hate him. I have people that fought civil war in my family. 12 of them, I think, died in that war. 12 graduates. See, these guys are prominent in my family. Prominent guys. Promising. If they were alive today, if those people that were killed by the Northerners, if they were alive today, who is Buhari? Who is Obasanjo? Who are they? Those military officers, if they had remained today, who are they? It is just jealousy. That's why they cannot fix anything. From beginning to the end, they are just there. They cannot fix anything. There's nothing in their brain. They are just moving around. That's why they are a puppet to the West. They're a puppet to UK and the US. Nothing. No foresight. Nothing. They're just there existing. If those Igbo generals, those Igbo officers, those Igbo politicians were still alive today, none of these guys will stand before them. None of these guys will stand to their face. But they decided to gang up, and deliberately. You left the people that carried on the coup. You did not kill them. You did not go after them. You started going after their people. What does it show? What does it portend? You left the people that carried the carnage, that carried on with the coup. You left them, and you went after the Igbos. You tagged the Igbos so that you should eliminate them from the civil service, eliminate them from the government. That was your plan. And it is still happening today. You make sure that Igbo does not rise to the upper echelon. And you go on come out and tell us that let's pray for Nigeria. Let's pray for the unity of Nigeria. I wish I had the opportunity. I know what I have done to him, even though he's a general. You see, you are a general, you're a president, you're a leader of a country, and for over 60 years you have not been able to fix that country. Your efforts are in vain. It is the results we are looking at. With all this being around, what has he achieved? Nothing. So me, I'm focused on the Southeast. I'm focused on how we can build the Southeast and make it a place that people can come and invest. Let it be a superpower, a world power, a superpower. Most of the broadcasts we are doing is just for the sake of rebuilding the Southeast. I'm not interested in what's happening in the Southwest, because there are so many things happening that I can talk about, but I decided not to talk about these things that are happening in the Southwest. It is the Southeast, the soul of the Southeast, that interests me the most, that I want to talk about the most. We need to start rebuilding. We think we have built anything. No, we have not started. We need to have a 100-year plan, 100-year economic, industrial plan of building the Southeast. Leave Gowon and his likes. Look at how Benue is. They are collecting every day. Let them continue like that. They are under the supervision of the Fulani, and that's how they remain until we get our liberation. We need to come together and think on how we don't go during the Christmas period. I build my house. Igbo when you go, you show house, you show this. That people have house, so that's whether you build a house of 10 billion, that does not add to anything. The soul of who you are is under threat. How can you rescue it? The soul of who you are is under threat. How can you rescue it? Not by building house. Build a house, you stay there, then what is the essence? You stay there, then how does that? All these big money, supposed to be give them slap. What is building house, building this, when you go, you're spraying money? Stupid. Let's build the Southeast. Forget about Gowon and the rest.